Hi up everyone. Just before we get fishing, something I've completely forgotten to do this morning, and that is I promised somebody I'd give a shout out to them. So a couple of weeks ago, a lovely family came into store and we got chatting, and they pointed out they watch my content quite regularly and they enjoy what I put up, which is really nice to know. But yeah, it's just to say a big howdo to Mike and Noah. And thank you very much for tuning in when I put stuff up, and hopefully this fish will be something to have a smile at as well. So nice one. Howdy folks, just out for a few hours on the River Severn today. This is about the 15th take, by the way. I've got the jig flies in the background. As you can see, I've always got jig flies with me. I will start off with Pages. The water looks absolutely spot on for visibility, and it's back down, if not a bit lower than it would be normally. But the main reason why I've come out today is to wet a different sort of lure. Now, sit down, don't have a heart attack, but it's not a jig fly. For those that are proper keen lure anglers, you'll have heard of Barry Robinson or Robinson Lures, and I've got my hands on one. The build quality on his handcrafted stuff is fantastic, and that's what I've had off him. So, nice big old lip lure, tail, screws on tail, so easily replaceable. The tail, because of the etching in the tail, it gives it a good old S shape or waft in the water. The way that's designed, and there is a rattle as well, so I'm loving it even more. But it's like it comes back as kind of a wobble, so it keeps showing its flanks. So it looks like an injured fish. So I can't wait to, as Barry says, get some scratches on it. Hopefully with pike teeth and not bricks, but you never know me and my casting. But the reality is, this is probably the last day I'll be able to fish for pike. It's getting really mild. Pike will be on it soon, they'll be spawning. So any decent pike angler, you should give them a wide berth. You shouldn't fish for them really. Well, you shouldn't fish for them, not really. You just shouldn't fish for them whilst they're spawning. You need to help them see that the next years and so on, young will come through. So by fishing for them whilst they're spawning, chances are you'll stop that fish from spawning. That'll become spawn bound, that fish dies, and then there's thousands of fish then die as well. So don't do it. Right, let's crack on and see if we can get a fish on the bank. I can't see it. Right, sink, sink, sink. Coming back of this tree line. Come on, give it a good whack. Come on, Mr. Pike. Where are you? Oh, yeah, one just turned. He's gone off out this way. Let's try right off the back of that tree there. No. There's one. It's a nice pike actually, little fatty. He's still interested, still there. That's a nice fish. That is a nice fish. Oh dear. That is a nice fish indeed, and I don't have my landing net. Blimey. Staying deep, so you know it's a good fish. Okie dokie. Look at the bend in the rod. Yeah, that is a nice fish, nice and long. So where's safest to land it, as long as it doesn't shake the hook. Oh. And I wonder if this is a fish I've had before. Not a massive fish, but it's going to be a nice double. All that fluff over your face, mate, I do apologise. Leave all of that at home. Right, how loose is this? Very. So that's not happening. Oi, 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 oi. Don't think the hook's going to pull, although I might end up in the river. Come on, mate. I know it's a bit of an indignity, but come on. There we go, gotcha. Thank the Lord, finally got her safe on the mat. Roll over, girl. Hooked right in the corner as well. What a palaver. Can I chin you again? I think you've got a wire trace through her mouth. Oh no, it's out. What a beaut. Oh, I'm going to put this fish into the sling back in the edge so I can get everything sorted, keep her safe. So I've just quickly weighed the fish, 15, 13, so I thought it was about 15, 16 pound mark, spot on. I've kept her in the waist sling because it's soaking wet, ready for the fish. I just can't believe I've not got that flipping landing net. However, this is one solid chunk of a fish, and I'm really pleased if this is the last fish of the season for me, or before spawning anyway. But yeah, I thought it was going to be maybe a bit bigger when first struck. Really long. Can't actually get it. There we go. Really long, really healthy fish. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, I'm so chuffed. Not much happening on most of the lures, but this year just swiped the silver flash jig fly, so let's not mess around any more than I've already. Let's get her back. Right. Let's get all this junk out of the way. Make sure I've got hold of the waist sling, so I shouldn't swim off with that. Trying to get as close as I can, but put myself in the river or on top of the fish. It's just going to have to be muddy knees, I'm afraid, Steve-o. It's turned into be such a faff. Here we go. Turned red. She's not being touched now. There you go, missus. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you again next season. Right, yeah, folks, so that's the end of the session today. And what a mixed bag it's been. If I was a betting man, I'd have thought I'd been having quite a few out today. The water condition was immaculate, absolutely perfect. Bit bright with the sun popping his head out, but first thing this morning, smuggling peanuts was probably the best description. There's a little breeze which meant it cut through your clothes, but about an hour and a half later, the sun was well out and absolutely sweltering. So, Pike was smashing the smaller fry in quite a few places. So I was a bit, felt a bit let down. I didn't get more action there really. Got 3 or 4 follows off some other fish. One being, it would have been a double. It was short, really deep, and then the rest was jacks. But yeah, that did all the follows, but never committed to taking the lures. So I couldn't even try and get them. Tried all different patterns and colours, and yeah, the only one that took was the one at the very end. And today, the only thing that delivered was the roach flash tail, the large one. So bumped into Sam and Brian, and they also started to get some action as I was coming away really. So maybe going into dark they'll get a bit more aggressive, but definitely seeing the pike hitting the fry the far side of the river, definitely on it, just not on my lures. So yeah, that might be the last pike session for me before they spawn. I'm not too sure yet, because it depends what my days off are doing and what I'm doing on those days off. But if not, what a way to finish. 15-13, not a bad fish at all. I'll take that all day long. So other than that, guys, thank you very much if you've watched, and I'll catch you again. Ta-da.